The first example I thought of when I saw that question was the permit to carry a concealed weapon database that the Commercial Appeal published. It was early last year or late 2008, somewhere around there. And they published this database that showed all the people in Tennessee who had a permit to carry a concealed weapon. And it didn't get a lot of notice. I don't know how many hits we got, but it wasn't a lot. And then there was a story that we published probably middle of February, about a guy who was in a shooting out in one of our suburbs, and he had a permit to carry a concealed weapon. And we linked to the database in that story, and it suddenly blew up and got national attention. And how this impacted our community was in several ways. One, legislation was enacted. I mean, the state legislators got involved and tried to change the law, and the NRA got involved and tried to change the law to hide that public information. The community started talking about, talk radio and some of the other publications were talking about, the ethics of publishing this kind of public data and whether it should be public or not. And so it got a real important issue in the conversation of the community. And then also, I think it brought awareness for a lot of local businesses about what they need to do to prevent people from carrying concealed weapons onto the premises. And so they learned that you could post a sign in front of the business that would say, "Don't bring guns in here," and people would not bring guns into that business. And so it was one way where a local publication, the Commercial Appeal, basically lowered the barriers of entry to this public information, made it easily accessible, and really helped, I guess, serve as a platform for a lot of debate that happened both within our community and then across the state of Tennessee and then nationally. I mean, it definitely was something that was being talked about across the nation with the attention that the NRA drove and some other folks. Technology and communication technology specifically is something that I have a great passion for, and in looking at what's happened over the last 10, 15 years with technology companies and how they've innovated and really move things forward. We're talking search with Google, we're talking social media with Facebook, we're talking classifieds with eBay and Craigslist. One of my hopes is that Scripps could find whatever that next thing is, and maybe it's participatory journalism, or maybe it's in somehow meshing some of the social media innovation that's happening with journalism, and maybe be developing or partnering with those who are developing and leading in that new thing, whatever that new thing is. And I think that we have a good history of being leaders in communication and in media, and I'd like to see us continue that and really push forward. And I guess the next decade, or the decade that we're in, be seen within the industry and across the world as leaders within that. It's a lofty goal, but I think we can do it. The word or phrase that I kind of was thinking about was it's curiosity and raging skepticism. So those two things kind of come together within me. I'm very skeptical of things, and my curiosity really drives me to find out what's really behind either what's on the surface or what people are telling me, or what seems to be self-evident to a lot of people, and try to really get at the heart of it. And that's one of the things that early in J school got me excited and really interested as I started going out and reporting different beats and interviewing people. That's a lot more than a phrase, but that kind of describes me. Curiosity and skepticism.